Hey, Mikes and Ikes! Was never really a fan of Mike and Ike's, to be honest. What's your favorite candy? Hey everybody, my name is John and welcome to ADITW, A Day in the Word, the internet's favorite Bible study. Today we have a few more contrasting words for you from 1 John. Today we are talking about love versus fear. And the passage that we are studying today is out of 1 John chapter 4, and we're going to start by reading in verse 18, where it says, "There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love. We love because he first loved us. Whoever claims to love God yet hates a brother or sister is a liar. For whoever does not love their brother or sister whom they have seen cannot love God whom they have not seen. And he has given us this command: anyone who loves God must also love their brother or sister." So here, right in the middle of John chapter 4, John pulls out these two words, love and fear. And once again, we sort of see the binary nature of John's mind, where he's saying these two things, love and fear, when it comes to faith, when it comes to our life with God and with others, love and fear cannot coexist. We are either living in love or we are living in fear. And these two words in the original Greek actually really help to draw out and highlight the contrast between these two words and between these two ways of living. We'll start with fear. And the Greek word used here for fear is actually the word phobos. And phobos doesn't just refer to fear, but it actually refers to someone who flees or withdraws as a result of fear. This, of course, paints the picture for us of someone who lives dictated by fear is someone that will flee when things get tough. They're someone who withdraws when circumstances or relationships don't quite go their way. That's what happens when we live by fear. And that is directly contrasted by those who live in love. And the Greek word for love used in this passage is that word agape. If you watch this channel, you know we have talked about agape before, and what an important word it is, because agape refers to the kind of love that God has for us. And agape, it expresses this idea of a sacrificial, a selfless, a chosen love, irregardless of circumstances or present emotions. You see, agape is the absolute opposite of phobos. Because phobos talks about someone who flees, someone who withdraws when things get tough. Whereas agape talks about a life, it talks about a person, it talks about a love that will stick it out, that will choose love, that will choose to stay even when things get scary, even when things get bad. Agape will stick it out. You see, when we live in fear, fear will cause us to flee. But when we live in love, specifically in agape love, when we live in God's love, that love actually causes fear to flee. And of course, we see this agape kind of love, this stick-it-out kind of love exemplified perfectly in the life and especially in the death of Jesus, who easily could have chosen to remove himself from the cross. But instead, Jesus did not choose phobos. Jesus did not choose to flee or withdraw, even when he faced the worst circumstances that any human has ever faced. Jesus chose love. He chose agape. He chose sacrificial, selfless love. And that is the kind of love that for the sake of others love. That is the kind of love that we, as followers of this Jesus, are called to live in each and every day. Hello, my friends. Thank you so much for watching this episode of ADITW. I hope you are enjoying this series, and I hope it is strengthening your faith. Before you go, I wanted to let you know that right now, as you're watching this probably, I am off traveling on the speaking circuit, speaking at different camps, different conferences all summer long. So first, I want to ask selfishly if you could pray for me as I go and I preach and I teach. That would be much appreciated. But secondly, I wanted to let you know that if you are interested in having me come speak at your church, having me come teach at your school, your conference, your university, I am available for booking, and I would love to come teach wherever you are. Right now, I'm in the process of filling up my fall and winter schedule, and if you or your church or your school would like to be a part of that schedule, you can fill out the link in the description down below. Fill out the form, we'll get connected, and we'll figure something out. As always, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to the people who made this video possible, our supporters on Patreon. If you want to help partner with this ministry in a financial way, Patreon is a great way that you can do that by giving just $1 a month. You can help this ministry grow. You can help us keep making videos. You can help us keep spreading the gospel all around the world. Again, that link is in the description down below. That is all I have for you all today. I love you. Keep being awesome.